In this video, we are on a 17-day cruise on the Island Princess exploring the beautiful country of Iceland. From bucket list experiences to beautiful small villages, we are taken into the land of fire and ice. Along the way, we show you what to expect when cruising with Princess and what this country has to offer. Welcome back, everybody. We just boarded our cruise to Iceland. We're on the Island Princess with Princess Cruises, and we're waiting for the sail away party. We're about to sail away here in the next 30 minutes. We're seeing the view of Fort Lauderdale, and isn't it beautiful?
Been a pleasure, America.
Next stop, you still have to wait.
Hello guys, so we just got on board the Island Princess cruise ship and we're going to give you a room tour real quick. So behind me you can see this luxurious bed. You have a desk if you're a gamer like myself or you like to work on a cruise ship, which I don't recommend because I've read the internet isn't great. We got stacked with some alcohol and you have a fridge, a massive TV, and then to the left of the camera person, shift left for me please. Tiny bathroom, but every cruise ship is like this. Bathroom, shower, one faucet sink, some robes, our stuff for storage, clothes hangers, and behind this door, what's behind the mystery door, guys? A safe for your passports, your cash, anything personal that you don't want to get stolen. Not that it will. But yeah, that's the room tour. This is a basic stateroom, and we're gonna have a great time here.
It's been a day already.
We've already covered like 2 miles on the boat, I feel like.
We're watching our safety video now. Apparently, we realized, so I got this cruise for free because I'm a new travel agent and Princess gives new travel agencies a free cruise. And they upgraded me to Princess Elite status, which I get 50% off, all packages, a free mini bar, lots of discounts all over the cruise and stuff. So that was a surprise. I had no idea.
It's night one in the dining room and we've ordered our appetizers and we ate our appetizers, we ate a round of bread. Now we got our entrees waiting for the entrees to come out. I got pasta and Kristen got a fish.
Salmon.
I'm not gonna tell you what.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Christy. Happy birthday to you.
Day 3 on the ship. We're off the coast of North Carolina apparently. Midday, we just ordered some drinks at this Wheelhouse bar. This might be the best pina colada I ever had. We're playing this Guess the Flag game because I feel like a noob.
Alright, go ahead, guess it.
Sam, apparently, I never knew he was such a flag expert.
FIFA helps.
FIFA.
The soccer game. You learn every country in the game.
We're watching a movie under the stars, aka Clouds. I don't really know what the movie is, but it's nice. They gave us blankies. Someone gave me a cruise duck in the elevator. He was like, here you go. So if you don't know what this is, you hide them around the ship for other people to find. And it's like a fun cruise thing that people do.
So with this beautiful ocean view behind you, we decided to skip our first formal night of part of the cruise just because the menu didn't really surprise us or wow us. And so this is the first time eating the buffet for dinner, and we gotta say it looks amazing. And the theme for tonight is South America. Welcome to Canada.
We're in Canada again. I can't believe it. Half a year ago, our first stop in Canada that we ever took was in Victoria.
Yeah.
But now, today, we're on another cruise. Our first port is Halifax, Canada.
Which is in Nova Scotia.
Yes, on our way to Iceland. we've been at sea for 4 days already, so we're finally ready to touch our feet on the ground here in Canada.
Let's go.
So we've come out to this pier. Look at the beautiful sea. Beautiful. I mean, the sun's rising. There's a lighthouse in the distance and some of the rest of the city. Cunard, one of the guys that made the Cunard cruises, or the founder, is from Halifax, so that's a little nod to him. So this is currently where we are. We're here and our plan is to walk down the harbor walk. We hear it's nice views, lots of shops and stuff, so we haven't officially started the series yet, but after we land, after our cruise, we're traveling by DNA. So Sam and I, we both took DNA tests years ago, and we always wanted to travel by the DNA that comes up on that list. And I actually have 1% Native American, and the 1% that I have is actually from this part of Canada, Nova Scotia, Halifax, from the Mi'kmaq tribe, who were here years and years and thousands of years ago. And then the French came along and discovered this part of the area and mingled with the Mi'kmaq tribe, and I guess that's where some of my French and Mi'kmaq mix. That's what I'm guessing, at least. This is just the cutest little boardwalk. Oh my gosh, I'm in love already. You can tell they have a French influence for sure. Someone's sunbathing.
I was gonna say I'm like a lobster, but lobsters don't sunbathe, so I'm like a seal on the beach just.
I know, we found these beautiful chairs with a
I would say
view.
beautiful, I would say they're very
they're
loungy,
dirty.
colorful.
Colorful chairs.
They're beautiful. They're made from Nova Scotia wood with pieces of the tribes that used to live here. Like, what?
With a view. I just love watching all the boats go by. It's so peaceful. So Halifax has a huge part of Titanic history. So when the Titanic crashed, this is where a lot of the recovery team came from to go rescue the bodies, or not rescue, recover the bodies. And there's actually a museum, the Maritime Museum, that you can go see. A lot of the Titanic artifacts and a lot of the people that died in Titanic are buried here. This little memorial is remembering the Navy SEALs that lost their lives at sea, and there's even steps representing the last steps that they took on Canadian soil. We came to this little food square to try poutine. I've never had it ever in my life, so why not try the first time in Canada? It's kind of expensive, like $13, but whatever. It comes with fries, if you don't know what it is. It's fries, gravy, and cheese curds is the traditional one. And then you can put toppings on it. So we got the traditional. Not bad. It's what you expect, fries, gravy, and cheese. Sammy made me pick from poutine and Timmy's. So I already had my coffee for the morning, so I had to get the poutine. And I also regret that I didn't try it the first time I went to Canada. Everyone's walking their little dogs down this boulevard. It's so cute. So what a lot of people did for an excursion is see Peggy's Cove, the most photographed lighthouse in Canada. There's this old train just hanging out here right by the port.
All aboard.
Halifax Day, we're on the cruise again, and we're about to play trivia.
And we're considering about a $7,000
No,
payment.
it's not that expensive.
I don't know that.
So he has to keep blowing his horn because it's so foggy today. Sitting out on the Lido deck on the indoors. It's so windy. It's getting really cold. I mean, we're somewhere up by Canada, probably in the middle of the ocean. I don't really know.
You want a gift? We ain't got no money for jewelry. How much
Open
did you
it.
spend? How much did you spend?
I did it. I won it. This is what I won. A little wheel necklace. I attended the FE jewelry auction. Of course, I wasn't gonna buy anything because we're buying a painting, but I won. I'm gonna hide my duck in here. Where should I hide her?
Wherever your heart desires.
Since our departure, we have covered a distance of 1,500 nautical miles at an average speed of 17 knots, which leaves us a further 507 miles to travel until we arrive at our next port of call, Reykjavik. Our new position is latitude 56 degrees 53 minutes north, longitude 034 degrees 29 minutes west, with a current sea depth of 800 meters. Weather-wise for this afternoon, we expect to have overcast skies, slight seas, and a temperature of 8 degrees Celsius. As always, thank you very much for your attention, and I hope you will have a wonderful day on board the other Princess.
Good morning. Been on the ship for a week, June 1st. So we got a bit of a late start this morning. Pretty typical because we've already had 3 time changes, so our body thinks it's 9 o'clock. Yeah, so right now it's 12:13 on ship. We're headed to an art auction. Actually, this whole cruise we've kind of been like more interested in the art. Today it's under $500 art, and we're gonna get some raffle tickets. So let's go.
114, 112, 107, 133, 116. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Please give it a warm round of applause to none other than.
So we bought this painting. It's Thomas Kincaid, and he's a famous painter. He paints for Disney. Well, he's deceased now, unfortunately, but he painted for Disney. He had a long, long career in the painting industry, and you've probably seen a lot of his work. He does like work on puzzles, and I don't know, his paintings are everywhere. So we got this one. It was actually not that expensive in comparison to like his fame in the art industry. So we're really excited. It's gonna go good in our future house whenever that happens, who knows. Formal night. We're dressed snazzy.
Minus my shoes.
This is the best we could do living off of a carry-on suitcase.
Yeah, carry-on suitcase.
So, here we go. Hanging out in the sauna. Somebody at the stall told me it was free. They upgraded me to Elite, and then they charged my account, and apparently it wasn't free. I had to pay full price. So Sam got one too. In total, we spent $600 to have these steam rooms. So now we can't miss a day. So this is our routine every single day around this time, 8, 9, sometimes earlier.
Welcome to Iceland.
Our first cruise stop is in Reykjavik, but we decided to head out of the city. I booked this excursion with the cruise line only since it's so far out of the city. If you book with them, they are required to wait for you to return before they leave port. Made a pit stop for a little photo opportunity. This is the largest lake in all of Iceland. We're snorkeling between Eurasian plate and North American plate in 34 degrees Fahrenheit. So we're here in our dry suits. So excited. So we're wearing dry suits with an under thermal layer and our thermals underneath. So this is Silfra Fisher. This is where America and Europe meet. This has been on my bucket list for many years, so I felt okay paying the hefty price that the cruise line charged for it. It's a very unique spot because the glacier water has been filtered through volcanic rock for about 80 years, making it the clearest water in the world. Obviously, it was very cold to swim in, but it's an experience I will never forget. Plus, the dry suit helped a bit. If you aren't into snorkeling, there is a part of the national park that you can walk between the continental plates, so either way, it's a spot you won't want to miss.
My lips up. She's got some lush lips. My Bro,
yours are like swollen. Are mine?
Yeah,
Really?
a little.
Yours are fat. Where's you gonna get Botox?
Yeah. Nice fresh glacial water straight from Iceland. There's no way you can sink. You're just floating.
Quite an adventure.
Very adventurous. I'm a little wet. My hair's a little wet.
I was debating at one point if I wanted to go down deeper, and then I realized how cold I would be, so that quickly changed.
You should have free dived.
Yeah, I don't think I could have even got my...
No. I couldn't even put my feet down, like, into the water. This is what we swam. We got in here, swam all the way, and then we turned into the lagoon, and that's where we ended. Right over here.
Walking up to this waterfall. How's Kristen?
Garfos.
That's not how it's pronounced, but okay. But anyways, the guy was like, "You want to see a waterfall?" Kristen moved back to screams, "Yeah!" So here we go.
This is amazing. Reality. Instagram versus reality.
After our waterfall hike, we drove through a scenic part of Iceland to find a geothermal power plant. 90% of Iceland's houses are heated by these plants and produce a quarter of their total electricity.
So we're ending our day here in Reykjavik after a beautiful drive through the countryside. Oh my gosh, that was unexpected. But we're just now arriving. Highly recommend Arctic Adventure Tours. That's who we went with. So sad that we couldn't explore Reykjavik. Maybe next time.
Next time, we'll come back.
Welcome to Isafjordur, everybody.
Isafjordur.
This is awesome. It's a cute little town nestled in the fjords of Iceland. Today, we're just exploring the city and maybe do some shopping.
It's a beautiful rainy day today. Oh my gosh, it's like lightly raining. We're prepared with our rain jackets, but it's beautiful. I love these little small towns.
Look how beautiful the houses are up against this mountainside. Wow. And then there's a little hiking trail you can kind of see. I want to do that, so we'll do that later. So Isafjordur, their main industry is fishing. They sell fish even to the United States. It's a really small town. Most people live in Reykjavik, and the other 30% of people live in these small towns like this. So it's really interesting. So we actually had to get a tender boat from the ship to the shore. It's our first tender boat on a cruise. Pleasant experience. Anyways, what I want to get while we're here in Iceland is a hand-knitted souvenir, whether that be a sweater or a beanie or something. We saw a cute one when we first got into town that I might buy, but I wanted to take a look around and see what else there is before I make a decision. If you come here, there's a museum here that you can check out. We're all museumed out, really. It's a cultural museum, I think. Found the hike. We're gonna make our way up. You can see the people up there. It doesn't go too far up, but we get an awesome view, apparently. The view of the clouds against the mountains, wow. It's so unique how the mountains look, too.
In such a small town, they have a soccer field. Is that 2 soccer fields? We finished the hike. That's the end. And this is our view behind us. We're sitting on these rocks here. Beautiful.
Not too cold either, yeah?
I know. I mean, it's a little rainy. I think it's making it a little bit colder than it should be, but we decided to head to a pub, try some of the beers out. I'll probably get a wine or a cider. Maybe try some food. It's a fishing village and they're selling fish and chips, so maybe, we'll see. So I decided to make a stop in this little cultural museum, I guess. It really just looked like a library. I don't know, I didn't go all the way up. On the 3rd floor, there's a trampoline here for kids to jump on. So there's gas. That converted to $2.20 for a liter.
Of 95 octane. Our tour guide yesterday said that a lot of the Iceland gas is now super expensive, and they've downgraded. Like most people, they can't afford the 95 octane, so they have to get the cheaper version, which is like tears up your vehicles and stuff. So over time, so like it's cheaper to buy it, but then there's more maintenance. So he said a lot of people, if they have like really nice cars, they have to just pay more money for the 95.
They actually use a lot of electric vehicles here too.
Yeah.
Stokken Brugus. They have English on one side, Icelandic on the other.
I'm excited to try some popular Icelandic beer. I got the recommended taste of 4 beer flight, and I got the most popular IPA. We have a taste of West Foods for food, and it consists of some
Cheese, dried fish, sheep jerky.
and chocolate. That'd be interesting.
So here's the cheese, the dried fish. She said the butter goes on the fish. We got the jerky and the chocolate. Oh my gosh, this looks better than expected. Sheep jerky. He's a big jerky fan. It's okay. Butter on the fish. It's pretty good. It does have that fishy taste. What you expect. Not bad, not bad. Cheese. Cheese is really good. One of the little people that works there gave me a free little whiskey barrel brewed beer. I don't know anything about beer, but it was actually really, really good. And I loved their stout there too.
And it's actually pretty comparable to like United States prices for like flights and like a big liter of beer.
And yeah, even that little charcuterie board, whatever we got.
Iceland charcuterie board.
Yeah, it was so good. We paid about 40 something for all of that. I mean, Iceland is pretty expensive, so, but it was not far from US prices, I have to say. I think we're ending our day in Isafjordur. If you come to this little town, definitely go out, try the different shops, the different cafes and breweries, and you know, just do your own thing. It's very fun. Today we made a stop in Akureyri. They call this the capital of the north. We booked a tour through Viator. I'll put a link below if you like this tour, and let's go. We've arrived to our first stop, and oh my gosh, this waterfall is massive. It's called Godafoss, one of the most popular in Iceland. We're surrounded by all these like volcanic fields, and then all of a sudden, of the gods, and they threw them into the waterfall, hence why it's called Godafoss.
Or waterfall of the gods.
You can see there's so many people, and there's so many little like hiking trails that you can take around the waterfall. It's beautiful. So from Akureyri, the drive was like 30-45 minutes.
Godafoss also has a cafe. Here's our little tour bus, Sprinter van. We're gonna be headed to lunch and a museum. We'll see how it goes. This is amazing. Oh, hi. I love him. Hey. Hello. Hello. We stopped at this old house and there's a church over there. This is how the Iceland people used to live. This is what their houses used to look like. I wonder if this is used to like help regulate the temperature. God, it's crazy. They even have windows like in the side of the house around the grass and stuff. So it says it's an ancient manor farm. So we get to go in one of these, see what it looks like. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Weren't very tall people, were they?
No, it's like easily touch it. So amazing. This is what they wore. Wow. So this house was built in the 1800s, the specific one, and she said it was rebuilt over time. We came down this staircase. There's a kitchen. It's like we're in this basement. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. It just goes on and on and on.
It gets out.
There's another room here. Imagine living in this. The floors are just all mud and rocks and whatever this material is. A dining room. I wonder if these were like multi-generational. I feel like I'm in a movie set or something. But look at the view of this window. Like imagine having a house with this view. It's crazy. We don't have a guide, but there's these little descriptions in each room that tells you what happened.
People bathed in this room?
Yeah. Well, that's laundry.
People bathed on average 2 times a year.
We're in a geothermal spring here in Iceland. How cool is that? It's very different though. This place is called Forest Lagoon and it kind of overlooks the beautiful mountains and you can see the town like super close to here. You would never know it's here. To come in you had to like shower off and get all naked, get all the stuff off of you, whatever you had on for the day, and you know, come through the shower into this. They have a water fountain. Stay hydrated. I got the Forest Lagoon special at the bar here. That's so cool. We finally got back on the ship and we're cuddling with blankies, watching the view. And we're gonna sail away pretty soon. Welcome to Seydisfjordur, everybody. We just disembarked our tender boat and we saw this amazing waterfall like right off the shore. So we're walking up there to get a closer look. Seydisfjordur is another little fishing village. I guess you can tell that fishing is the top industry here in Iceland, so it's a beautiful day today. It's like 57 degrees. That's so hot for Iceland. I'm a little warm in this sweater, but it is what it is. There's so many cute houses. It pretty much looks like that's all this town is, just little houses and the necessities. So a few months ago, this town had a mudslide. It damaged a lot of houses, but they're actually pretty much back to normal. There was a few pictures at the front of the city I might show you if I can cross back over there again. So reading more about the landslides, apparently there was a massive one in 2020, like right after COVID started in December. And it kind of affected the whole city, but I remember one of the tour guides told me that another one happened like a couple months ago. Stopped at the brew house. I got the apple cider.
They had 4 beers on draft. It was a lager from their actual house beer. There was an unfiltered version of it, and then there was another lager that they didn't brew, but it was like really popular for the area. But it was really good beer.
We had some people playing the piano, and it was a fun experience.
One person was really talented, and they were like singing a couple.
Yeah, it was awesome. We had to make a stop in the grocery store just to see like what it looked like and what kind of stuff they had. But they had some American things, which was really interesting.
Like shampoo.
Yeah, Doritos, Pringles.
Yeah.
I made a mental note of the brands that Iceland has because I know Europe has a lot of like stricter restrictions on things that are safe. So.
And I think you can buy beer in the grocery stores. I just didn't know the restrictions for the cruise ship if I could bring it back onto the cruise ship once I bought it. So
yeah.
I don't really want to drink a warm beer.
Yeah, at the moment, yeah.
Until we're in London.
All of the cities we're in have this rainbow road that they paint every summer. Looks like they freshly painted it. No, maybe not. But yeah, it's very pretty. This whole rainbow road is basically just shops and restaurants. I just took a peek in the church. It's called the Blue Church of Iceland. It was really pretty. Really small, but it was so cute.
Just hanging around.
Awesome view of the city and the church behind us. It's like the perfect, calm, sunny day. Watch me get a sunburn. I got a sunburn in Halifax. Like, what? Really? So there's only about 300,000 people that live in Iceland, and one of our tour guides was talking about this app that they have to look up like their family tree to see if they're related so they don't like marry each other and have children and like interbreed. He said it goes back pretty far. Used to you look it up in like a book, but now there's an app that you just type in your name and it tells you if you're related or not. We're leaving Iceland.
Yay! Yay!
We have a scenic view coming out of our last port, Seydisfjordur. So some princess ships are the medallion ships, and if you go through your door, it unlocks it automatically, and your shipmates, you can see their location on the app, and you can chat with them without having the Wi-Fi. There's just so many perks to having the medallion on the princess ships, but I just wanted to mention that because I thought that was pretty cool. The apps show you events that are happening the days that you're on the ship. You can toggle through each day, yada yada. The medallions also, this is a really cool feature, allow you to order anywhere on the ship, and the medallion knows your location so they know where to deliver the food or drinks or whatever you want. How neat is that? So every day in the dining room, they do afternoon tea where they give you sandwiches and scones, and it's just a really fun experience. We've already done that a couple times. It's something you can do when you're here on the ship.
So we're just hanging around on the Lido deck on the cruise ship. We hope you guys have enjoyed our time here on the cruise ship. We know we have. We'll be putting out tons of content and videos for you guys to enjoy and follow along on our journey because it's going to be a lot of fun times.